Ciao everyone and welcome to Blair in Belgrade. For those that are new here, my name is Blair. I am from Massachusetts. I'm an American businesswoman living in Belgrade. I own ABC Experiences and Events, BOO, where I provide relocation services for foreign investors and entrepreneurs who want to start a business, invest, and live their best life in Serbia. And for those that have been following me, thank you so much to my new subscribers. And I've reached 3,000 subscribers, so yay! And I look forward to growing this channel. Today's topic, I want to dive into my story, why I chose to live in Serbia, who am I, because I know living here, especially as a single woman, as an American, as a Black woman, it's just people ask, why Serbia? Why am I here? And even in the business ecosystem, a lot of people are still kind of skeptical. It's like, who is this girl? Despite living here for 3 years and pouring my time and energy into networking and into TikTok, into my website, a lot of people still don't know who I am. So I'm here to share why. Let's dive into it. First off, my first name is actually Angela Blair. Most of my life, I went by Angela in school and in work and at home and with my family and friends and community, I went by Blair. But after I graduated from university in Massachusetts, I decided just to go by Blair because that's how I felt as a creative and much more comfortable. And if I don't know someone, and I'm gonna see them once in my life, and be like, just call me Angela. My name is Angela. But Blair it is, Blair Belgrade, that is the brand. So over the last decade, I've lived abroad, starting in grad school, and while I was in grad school, I also got my certification to teach English. So teaching English has been my primary career. I taught in Bangkok, I taught in China, I taught in Kazakhstan, and teaching has given me that flexibility to always start a business. So I've always been entrepreneurial. So when I was not teaching, I started different businesses. I started my networking events over afternoon tea, the Ladies High Tea Network, and it really has evolved into something bigger than just tea and sweets and just looking pretty. Teaching English, I always use my free time to organize events, to blog, to vlog. This is not something that just happened overnight to jump on YouTube or on TikTok or have a website just sharing this expat lifestyle. I've been working on this for a long time because I know that I want a different life for myself. And I know many people are skeptical when they see why you as American are you here? This is such an odd place, but I've lived in a lot of odd places. And as a human being, we always go where there's opportunity. So Belgrade, for me, this is home. This is a place of a lot of opportunity. And here on YouTube, I have been sharing my story and lifestyle and content because I want people to see there's a different side of Serbia that they don't read about, that they don't know anything about, and especially what the Western media doesn't show. So I've transitioned from teaching English to be a full-time business owner. I moved from Paris to Serbia in 2022. I knew this would be my home where I can start a business, where I can live my best life, and going on TikTok at first to share my observations and experiences and with my business to attract clients and show, hey, Belgrade can be a great place to live. Belgrade could be a great place to start a business. And as a woman, Belgrade is a safe place to live. It's a great place to raise a family. So Belgrade for me, it just happened. It's not like I specifically chose it. And I've always been an adventurous spirit. So when I moved to Bangkok, which is a very popular destination for tourists and for expats to live a very nice lifestyle, I knew I'm just gonna go where the wind takes me. So over the last decade, I just bounced around the world, and I know that's a huge privilege, but I taught English that brought me all over the world, and I ended up here. So Belgrade really just was the perfect fit for me. While no city or country is perfect, Belgrade has been perfect to me. So what do I do for a living? Because as a foreigner, I don't have a citizenship. I have a business here. And many foreigners that move here, or at least all parts of the world, if you do not have a citizenship, you have to have a legal right to do business, to live, to bank, and to live basically your life in a foreign country. So I do have a company, and that is what I do for a living. YouTube, while I'm not there doing this full time, it is a platform where I can not only just showcase Belgrade and Belgrade lifestyle, but also to promote my business and my services. So If you are interested in moving to Serbia to live as an expat, whether you're a couple, you're a family, you're solo, you have your pets, or you're retired, or you're an investor, my specific clientele are entrepreneurs, those that are investors, and for expats that not work in the corporate world, but might want to take a sabbatical or just explore like how can they live here. Those relocation services are my bread and butter. Aside from that, I provide market entry expansion services. So what does that mean? There are a lot of international companies here. Serbia, like any emerging market, is growing, so they want to be able to attract international clients or affluent clients. So I do create, as an influencer, content, and you can see some of those cool short videos in my shorts or on TikTok or on my Instagram, where I go to events, where I'm at certain restaurants, and also I do work with property developers. So when people do come here, where to stay short term or even long term for my clients. A lot of property here in Belgrade, where you can live a very luxurious life or you can live a comfortable life. So whether it's Belgrade waterfront or in Dedinje or the city center or Vračar or Zemun, there are a lot of great neighborhoods, and I do help my clients navigate how to pick the right neighborhood or home that suits their lifestyle. BC Experience and Events really started out with the sole purpose of events. I love to go to events, I love to organize, and I especially love hosting events. I do have like a nice skill set of finding the right people, getting the right energy of the room, and making sure all the guests have a really good time. So with my tea parties, which started about 8 years ago when I was teaching English in Bangkok, myself and a friend who's also a foreigner, who also loved to socialize, we got together and said, you know what, let's do these monthly afternoon tea parties, because there's so many professional organizations like the Chambers of Commerce, and I've been to all, the American Chamber, British Chamber, Australian Chamber. The Chamber events in Thailand are very, very active. So I've been to all those networking events. I did a lot of meetup groups, and it was just not what exactly I was looking for. Feminine spaces, especially when I'm networking with women, so we created the Ladies Afternoon Tea Network, and that has evolved into a brand in itself over the years, especially since I left Thailand. So I hosted tea parties in Kazakhstan, where I also lived, and I was actually a corporate tutor at the time. I hosted them in Turkey, I've hosted them in Boston, and here. And I actually hosted one for International Women's Day, and I'll show a full footage of that later this week. But my tea parties really are my passion. I do them 3 times a year. I have a brand partner that's a travel agency that helps curate travel experiences, and also my first brand trip when in 2023, I went to Kenya, which was super exciting. So if you're interested in going on safari, I have a brand deal with this luxury and ultra luxury destination management company that can curate the perfect safari experience for you. So that was such an exciting trip. That's one thing I love about influencing, is just like these brand opportunities, if it's just right, can take you to some amazing places. And YouTube, for me, this is part of my business. Blair in Belgrade is my brand, and I definitely have plans to continue to scale this brand and to continue to live in Serbia and elevate the reputation and the brand of Serbia, because I really believe in Serbia and the kindness of the people and how you can live a really great expat life. And I'm very much aware of the current situation, where I have directed people, like there are a lot of other creators that give a more thorough and articulate explanation of what's going on with the current political events. For my channel here is more focused on lifestyle, living my best life, my business, and I know as a foreigner, it's just really not my place. People are still skeptical that I might be a spy. I'm not. So I'm here, and this is who I am. So thank you for watching, and again, see my website, blairinbelgrade.com, if you want to relocate to Serbia, and if you want to travel to Serbia this spring or summer or even the winter. Winter here is really beautiful. So that's me. Thank you for watching. Ciao, ciao.